Why am I not baze, bro? What am I lacking in my baze repertoire?
Thanks for having me, Mr. Dyer.
What's up? What am I lacking in being bazed?
Speaking of histrionic nonsense, I thought I'd call in.
Okay. Well, you did a
intro.
based audit, and you said I might come up lacking. So what am I lacking in my base?
I did. Well, let me say this. I'll get right to the point, right? Let me tell you who I am. I don't know if you are familiar with the visionary / writer / director of Man of God and the upcoming film Moses the Black, which is debuting early next year.
I've heard that they are making this, but I'm not familiar with who is making it.
Okay, well, I'm the protege of that writer director.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with what they get up to. I have no authority to speak on any Orthodox matters, but I'm a protege in terms of anything under the creative director umbrella, the arts and entertainment. I'm the protege that I worked on the script. I worked on all the scripts of that team.
Okay.
So as that's coming out, I'm taking more of an interest in kind of taking my Periscope and trying to figure out the lay of the land in terms of Orthodox Twitter / X, right? And what you guys are all up to. I find I was drawn to your posts. I am drawn to your posts and your content. Listening to this, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here because you feel free, and thanks for the time, but you feel free to correct me if anything I'm saying is out of line or incorrect, but you're posturing in the truest sense as a stalwart of orthodoxy, and yet this is nothing like, this is social media, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here and who you are and with your following. I'm looking to get back into the mix, probably, because of who I said I am and who I'm, the projects I'm involved with. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your comments. If you're working on a movie, how is that any different than me talking on social media? Are you not doing the same thing?
I've worked on the movie. My work is done. Well, I'm trying to suss that out, right? Because really it would be following along with the lives of the saints or Christ's example straight out of the gospel, which is not necessarily like, I'm listening to some of this stuff and there's parallels with some stuff that I've said because this is a performance artist campaign that I've run. Okay. I'm not coming with any kind of spiritual authority, but as soon as I tune in and you're talking about homeless people doing acts in the library.
Here we go. Right. Yeah. So you're super pious, dude. Good job, man.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out.
You're working on movies. You're working on movies, but you're here to call me out, and you're more. Let's say you're super pious. Why are you even on Twitter?
Well, that's sort of the same kind of question that I'm asking you, right?
Right. Well, we all laud and praise your piety. You are the greatest amongst us.
Well, that's not a dialogue, though. That's a deflection. I'm not coming knives out, Mr. Dyer. You have a following. You're an interesting person. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well, I'm a KGB operative and a sorcerer, so you've got me figured out, and I'm not based, so you win the whole discussion. FDA, what's up? Yeah, I made a joke about what you see in libraries from homeless people, and he wants to come here as a person working on a movie to say that you shouldn't be involved in social media if you're really pious, because that's not the lives of the saints. Why are you working on movies then, hypocrite? What's up, Father Deacon?
Hey, what's up, dude? I'm just here to argue. I'm so excited to...
Why are you on social media? Social media is not appropriate for anybody who is Orthodox.
Oh, shoot. Are you kidding me? Why didn't anybody tell me that? Why don't you
pray for us? Why don't you do a giant performative prayer like Scam Shamoon?
That's so funny. By the way, I know Yelena in person, so...
Who?
Yelena Popovich, who he's talking about. And she told me, do not trust. There. One day, she said, Deacon, there's going to guy that's going to come on to an X space to claim to be the protege of and tell you how bad it is to be online on social media.
Yeah, as he sits there tweeting online. But he's okay. But he's not bad because he's saying, I don't know if it's good or bad. So if I just preface it by saying I don't know if it's good or bad, then I should be good. Even though he's like sharing shit about rappers everywhere on his profile. So there's nothing worse than these like Piety signaler people who all they want to do is come on here and talk about how bad you are. And they do it in the most passive aggressive way where they're like, I'm not here saying you're bad, but you're bad. It's like, come on, dude. Dude comes on here trying to talk like Tony Soprano, like he's a freaking mobster. Listen, I work in the movie business. I don't know a lot of things about piety, but I know that you're not pious because you start talking about jokes of what homeless people do in the library. And by the way, why aren't you talking about prayer and the lives of the saints? Come on, Tony Soprano. Tell me why I'm bad. Where'd you go, dude?
Bro, you ran me.
I what?
Right at you kicked me off the
because I'm scared.
Right?
You sound like a mobster.
Right
you sound like Tony Soprano.
Right at the time when it would be appropriate for me to respond and we have a dialogue.
That's when you have a dialogue. I feel like you're gonna put me in the bottom of the water where I be float with the fishes.
How about we do this? This Father Ananias, who knows Miss Popovich.
Father Ananias.
Yeah, you know Yelena? You know her?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So what did you say about and then you proceeded to talk some nonsense?
Oh, you're now you're calling out the deacon. So you come on now calling out the clergy.
Out the guy that says he knows Yelena and then proceeded to just make a joke.
Yeah, well, he's not lying. He does.
I gotta explain to everybody the things that I say are jokes, which me explaining jokes ends up it's not funny anymore. And then my sarcasm has to be explained.
All right, so you don't know her?
I know her.
He does know her.
Oh, all right. Well, all right, well.
But I mean, she didn't. What I'm joking about is she didn't have a conversation about you. Okay. That was just a joke. Okay.
Why would she have a conversation? Well, yeah, all right, that's fine.
Well, because she.
Oh my God.
She built a time machine that can go into the future. This is a new movie she's working on, and she knew that this is why she's such a good film director.
All right, so where does trolling fall into the orthodoxy?
Here we go. Yeah, see, Tony Soprano wouldn't troll.
I mean, what are we doing here?
We're joking with you, man. You are taking yourself way too seriously, dude. Like, what is?
Mr. Dyer, Dyer, I'm not coming knives out. I'm just asking questions.
No, you're passive aggressively coming with knives out. Stop being. Stop lying.
I'm not coming knives out.
Yes, you
I
did.
wouldn't be here. Okay.
Yeah, with the lives of the saints, you're talking about what happens in the libraries.
That's the first thing I heard. Hey, you invited me.
Well, I'm sorry that you popped in on a dirty joke. Do you want me to? Should I prostrate before you? Do you want me to prostrate before you, holy man? I'm prostrating.
I said I got no authority on any spiritual matter.
Yeah, but that's all bullcrap because you then start talking like you do have authority. So you're being passive aggressive. Just be forthright.
I only have authority from the people I've been around and the project that I worked on.
How does that give you any authority? It doesn't make any sense. What does that have to do with authority?
Well, I have a certain authority in the realm of entertainment and the arts. I assert. Okay. That's all. That's not spiritual. Anyway, I guess you have a problem with.
I don't, dude. You came here with a problem. I don't know what you're the one with the problem. We're joking around, having fun. You're taking yourself way too seriously.
That's not orthodox.
Okay, here we go. Who put you in a position to say what is and isn't orthodox when you just said you don't have that authority?
Okay, I have no authority to speak on it. That's my own opinion. Can I not voice my own opinion here and ask a question?
But that's not what you're doing. You're trying to virtue signal or piety signal, and everybody sees it.
I'm not trying. Bro, I've been silent on socials for many months. I don't care.
Then why are you here bitching at me? Why are you bitching at me if you don't care?
I'm not bitching at you,
yeah.
bro. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Thank you, Tony Soprano. Good job. You
Very
win.
defensive.
You're the most. Thank you. You be
Whoa,
float with the
look at this
fishes.
guy.
He floats at the bottom of the thing with the fishes. Yay. Gave a goal. Gave a goal. Dr. Alex says, what are your arguments and points that you can bring up with a Protestant that is bringing up that we didn't pray to the saints in the first century? I did a video on this. You can find it. It's Revelation 5-9 is about the liturgy in heaven. So you can go find that video. Thank you, Dr. Alex. If you read Revelation 5-9, when John sees in heaven, it's a liturgical service in heaven, which is the same service on earth that's occurring. And then he talks about the saints in heaven offering the prayers of the saints on earth. There's also an angel that offers the prayers of the saints in an incense censer. All of that is the liturgical worship that's going on earth. Now, again, like, anybody can call in, anybody can ask questions. If you come with this like obvious passive aggressive, like how, you're better than everybody else and this isn't orthodox. I'm not trying to be orthodox. I'm trying to debate. Okay. I'm not trying to, this is not a orthodox only Lives of the Saint podcast is what I mean. Okay. They're going to clip that and say, listen, Dyer admitted he's not trying to be orthodox. It's not an orthodox only thing here. And if you work in media, you ought to know that. Like, have you done everything orthodox in media? And you don't like what we did? Look, nobody's making you follow this podcast. Nobody's making you watch this. This is just, it's like drunk Tony Soprano.
What if we did make people watch it and listen to it?
That's how these people think. They act like you're actually making people do this stuff. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it's a cult. Maybe it's not a cult. Maybe you sleep with the fishes. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Fortnite, what's up?
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, Jay Dyer. Let me just say something. First, I just want to say that I'm a protege, number one, okay?
Let me tell you my credentials as I talk about how humble I am. I got no authority, but I'm going to tell you you're not orthodox because I worked in the movie business for 30 freaking years.
Okay. All right, okay. Number two, something I want to tell you is I've been going to the same church and I've been getting my eyes on you, okay? Just I want to see what you're all about. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at you for a long time now, okay?
Got my eyes on you. All right. Listen, I got a guy. His name's Polly Walnuts. Maybe I'll send him your way. Maybe I won't.
Well, listen, that's okay. And he might help me figure you out because I've been studying you, okay? And I've been trying to figure out what you got going on over here. I see the OCA, they come out with this damn, publishment that says you're the number one reason people are converting, but I can't figure out if that's a good thing or not. You know what I'm saying?
You're probably working for the devil. That's the only reason you would have made a joke about something dirty in the library going on. I'm gonna weed you out. You're gonna sleep with the fishes. Gabagool. All right, what's up, man? What's on your mind?